So, Terp pearls. You called it. Issues with chazzing. Seen it happen, I think, to every single person I know using a Terp pearl. Every single one.
Yes, guys, in this video, Roger V is going through the Terp pearl and how it's chazzing as well as the limited edition. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button. We're doing sweepstakes all the time, and let's go.
As the limited one, but just a little more pizzazz. But you're definitely in tune with what we're doing. I'm not playing Pokemon chest hairs. I can't. I just missed. Like I remember they got scammed out of some Pokemon cards once. I made a bad trade, and then like as a teenager, I had to go to the kid's house and be like, nah, we're returning this right now. That is about the most I've ever been involved in the Pokemon world, is getting my brothers their Pokemon cards back. Which is ridiculous. I regret that, by the way. They made a bad trade. It sucks. Favorite 3 companies. Ben, that dab was fucking great, dude. It was the Diesel Cream Cake. Why'd you deny that? That shit is good. Like, real good. Anyways, I'm putting that to the side. I actually wanted to write that down and I forgot, so let me just do that real quick. Cake. I'm gonna put a W next to it. No L's there. Sorry, guys. I gotta multitask sometimes. This is how it goes. Favorite 3 companies. This is a good one that I should have an answer for fairly easily, but like, I'm gonna take a look at my shop app of like what I've ordered recently. I mean, like Nike is one of them, but less so these days. I feel like they're not as innovative as they once were. I mean, Lot Comedy for sure. I'm buying something almost every time from a Lot Comedy drop. Standard issue, I have spent a lot of money with. A lot of money. And I would say advisory board crystals. Advisory board crystals, y'all be real. I DM them today, like, what's up? I'm a fan. Is there any chance we can work together? It's unlikely anything will ever happen, or that they'll see the DM, or if they see it, that they would even reply to it. And I'm normally not that transparent about it. My hope is that we have some mutual friends that will connect us, which is why I've been saying it here. But Advisory Board Crystals has mostly made like cool little merch type things, like some crystals and heady shit. And then they made obviously a bunch of like merch or clothing that like was really good. But now they're getting into like cut and sew and a bunch of other insanely heady shit. Tomorrow is a drop, which I don't even want to tell you guys because I don't want to get beat on it. But those are probably 3 of my favorites right now. I'm jumping heavily into like hiking and outdoor companies is my recent interests that I've been pursuing. So I'll probably have a different answer a few months from now. Keep this going. How many Puffcos do I own? I mean, technically all of them that we haven't sold. That's my answer, right? I own them all, unless you bought it. Now you own that one. But until you buy it, or the head shop or dispensary buys it, I guess technically I own it. But in my house, I don't know. I have one in my office, which, Ben, you could take that one back. I don't need it anymore. I wanted it just for the sake of having something separate I do for some of our testing. But I don't need it anymore, so I'm giving that one back. So really, it's like, this is my tried and true. Been rocking this one pretty much since like a month within release of the product. And then I got the limited over there, right over there. And I'm playing with that just to see how it wears as I abuse it. But yeah, that's it. Just really just one. Everything more than my one is something that I am testing for whatever reason. So just my regular. I like to keep it all in one, honestly. I shouldn't have pulled up this question. What I'm dabbing is, how do I frame this? Somebody I know is going through a pheno hunt, is what I'll say. And I'm helping them with that. So I don't want to be transparent about what I like or don't like. I could do that without you knowing who the company is, but that's about the most I can say about that. Keep this going. You know, Chewy, I know that there are companies that make skins for the pro. I'm pretty sure they're out there. They were making them for the peak. I mean, it can't be that much of a challenge to do it now for the pro. I don't know that we're ever going to do that. I'd rather spend our time focusing on limiteds. There are a lot of companies out there that make wraps. There are artists that will customize it for you. I don't know that we'll be doing that in the future. Yeah. Let's see. Um, 710 Delph. I'm not sure what you mean. I don't know if you mean like in the bridge. It's not frosty. I don't know like where you mean that, but take some pictures, send it to puffco.com/warranty. We'll have some tips for you. Also, by all means, join the Discord. That is a place you can go to help from people instantly. Yo, Ben, I'm starting to question your judgment, bud. Some of this shit is good. I mean, like, this is some good looking hash right here. And good smelling hash. Let's see how it tastes though. Limited edition pros coming, Tony, end of April, early May. Thank you. Thanks, Dylan. There they are, Puffco support. Discord is bumping. So, Terp Pearls, you called it. Issues with chazzing. You've seen it happen, I think, to every single person I know using a Terp Pearl. Every single one. Can't say that's all of them, but at least the ones I've seen. We have Terp Pearl designs and like things we wanted to release for a long time, and we just couldn't get with it. I could see why you denied that one, Ben. I'll tell you which one later. Shit, it's damn. All right, I mean that was strong. You giving that a maybe? Fuck. Sorry, that dab fucked me up. Shit. All right, let me keep these questions going. Lots of limited edition questions. I hope you've all seen it. Aria, sorry, I'm not sure how to say your name. I hope I'm saying it right. Not too much more than the original. We usually make less on limiteds than we do on the original, just because like it's almost hard to justify the price increase to keep the margin the same. But we always try to keep it as close to the original price as possible. I would say somewhere in between $20 to $50 more. Also, it's going to depend on the limited. Like, we have stopped restricting ourselves with cost of goods. So, like, if we think something is fire and people would buy it, we're gonna make it and just adjust it for whatever the price needs to be. So, that's my bet with this limited, 20 to 50 more. What up, Odom? Good to see you, bud. Are there improvements on the limited edition? I mean, like the next limited might have, actually I don't think it will. We're working on like updates to this atomizer. They're really like small things just to make the product a little more resilient. Something that I think almost nobody would know if I didn't mention it. I don't think that one is gonna make it into the limited. So no, it's just gonna ship with the latest firmware, I believe, and that's about it. It is the same thing. Sanji, I'm greasy, bro. I haven't showered today. This is natural Roger grease going through my pores. I don't know what to say. Just got a shiny ass head today. I noticed the same thing too. All right. Let's see. Have we been fucked over by the vape ban? Yeah. I mean, as of right now, we have a plan to ship. We have a plan to reach, I believe, 90%, significant amount. We'll be able to reach 90% of the people we were shipping to before. The cost of shipping is probably going to increase a bit. it's hard to absorb that cost just by ourselves. You have to go with much smaller shipping companies. And whether they change what's in the PAC Act, which I think they will, or they don't, I anticipate that a year from now, we're at 99 to 100%, a year from now. So have we been fucked by it? Yeah, this has disrupted our business. Like, we're trying to grow our business. This is a distraction. We should not be focused on this, especially because it's a mistake and probably temporary. And if you haven't, I urge you to fill out the petition to change it. It probably won't mean shit, but cost is gonna go up for some people. And some people are gonna have to go to like their local city an hour or 2 hours away just to have access to a shop that has it. So we would all benefit if they would reverse their position on this. But yes, this has disrupted our company and we will not be able to reach the people we were able to before. 90% to me is pretty, I'm really proud of my team for being able to do that. 90% is significant. So that's great, but we're pushing for much more. John Monty, just know, I know some people get frustrated because like I won't answer their question. There's a lot of questions in the list, not avoiding any. Usually I pull on some of the harder ones on purpose. But don't take it personally, you know, like I'm doing what I can here. I don't know, John, how much dabbing is too much? I have no idea. Like, I haven't seen a ton of research on it. Dabbing is fairly new. So like we haven't, I mean, this has existed, I think, in pop culture since 2014 to the early adopters since 2010 and to like the OGs going back to like the late 90s apparently with like hot knifing and how they would do things. I am not sure. I know that I feel, my personal subjective experience, the best thing for me is water hash, vaporized. It's just the trichomes from the plant that you would be smoking as a joint without burning the trichome waxes and just getting what's on the inside. And that to me feels like the safest option. But again, that is completely subjective. And until science comes out on this, my opinion doesn't matter. So that's it. No worries, John. Just like some people feel like I'm avoiding it, I literally want to answer the hardest questions I can. But I'm already pretty blind, so I'm just answering what pops up that isn't a repeat question. There will be. Over time, John, there's absolutely going to be research in this in the future. Yeah, maybe Puffco can be a part of that. Like, I don't want to talk about it too much because eventually we're going to end up with all of this stuff being regulated, and I don't want anything I say to be used against me in the future or something. So I am as much of a student as you are right now. And the most I have is my years of dabbing. Yeah. Water hash and the Peak Pro bangs. It fucking bangs. You know, I'm not sure my dabs per day are on the app. I could check. Again, I go through a couple devices because I'm not taking all of my dabs on this Peak. I'm using it on my limited that I'm testing. I'm using it on something you guys won't know about until the end of the year. So this doesn't reflect all of my dabs, but let's see what it says. I'm guessing this will probably show somewhere around like 5 or 6. Maybe more. Let's see. There it goes, just connected. 6.4 per day. So definitely taking more than 942 altogether between everything. But about 6.4 per day. I would say that's pretty accurate with this on top of everything else. That doesn't seem too bad. Shouldn't be that embarrassed. All right, we're gonna keep going. I'm not testing. I wish, yo, Tricadelics. I've been helping homies with their pheno hunts, bro. Holler. Let me help you with a pheno hunt. No, it's not more trike. I gotta pop open my last jar. I don't drink at all. Conventional dabber, if you're watching this, I took a sip of one of your beers and I gifted it to friends. Sorry, Like, I don't drink beer for shit. It is gross to me. And I don't like the high off alcohol. Like, I'm not a big fan. I'll do it like once a year. I'll get a little tipsy by having like a half a drink. That's enough for me, but I don't drink at all. And I'm probably more of a mixed. You put a nice cocktail in front of me, I'm gonna have a sip. I'm at least gonna have a sip. Bushwick! My dog is tripping. Oh my God, I might have to. 1 sec. Neptune, inside. What are you doing? Hey, inside. This is the COVID life. You got dogs, they bark. They don't care what the fuck you're doing. They're barking, but he was really tripping. I should see what's out there. All right, let me keep taking these dabs. I'm dabbing at 5:45. Ooh. This Stronana doesn't smell like Stronana. Actually smells like almost a little bit gassy. I'm probably gonna have to wrap this soon because my dog is tripping. This is what it is. You got pups, you know, you got some pitties at home. This is what they do. This is what they do. All right, let me keep going with this. Nah, I don't think so. I know that there's a company out there that makes a silicone top for the original Peak. I don't know if they'll be making it for the Pro or something new for the Pro, but I know it exists out there. I don't think we're gonna make one. Those Huskies, man, they like to sing. RX Dom, we do not use gay as a derogatory term for anything that we don't like. Don't do that. In life in general, but never in my life. I'll block you for that for sure. All right, let me keep answering these questions. All right, I might be able to do one or two more, and then I gotta go. Let's see. Ooh, I do a bunch. Well. Favorite new cultivators I've come across. Thanks, Bentley. Man. So Cash Tree Mason is not in the rec market, but that's something I've come across that has been just wow for me. Like really, really, really incredible. Something that isn't new, but I can't say enough good things about is Archive. Archive flower is fucking crazy. Like Archive in Portland. It is so fucking good. Like, and those are the two that come to mind, but Cash Tree Mason is dope, and honestly, I want to see if I can get some of that flower that Trichedelics turns into his rosin. I see him post joints and like, look at Trichedelic's story. And look at the ash on the joints he's smoking. I seen when you smoke, Bentley, and I almost DM'd you to see what, what's it called? Shit, I lost my train of thought. To see what you were smoking on that had that white of an ash. So put me on. Like, don't drop it in here because I'll miss it amongst all these comments, but please put me on because that looked fire, whatever the fuck that was. Oh, RX Dom, here's the thing. I'm blocking you now, but I just want to tell you, like, I don't support racists, I don't support homophobes or transphobes or anti-Semites or anyone. And guess what? I already got your money, stupid. It's like, I could block you. I'm gonna spend your money. Specifically, I'm gonna find something to donate to that is anti-homophobe. Specifically, if you can, DM me what you bought so I could take that value and donate it to a place that needs it, that you know, are a piece of shit towards. But yeah, fuck out of here. I don't care about your money. That's always funny when people like put on display like, you don't let me be a piece of shit and you won't have my dollar. These people, the same people that like will talk about fuck cancel culture, which I agree, cancel culture doesn't leave enough room for people that are looking to learn, and it should do more of that for sure. Like we should leave room for people to grow. But these people into like anti-cancel culture, they're like banning the NFL and like all this other fucking shit. Man, get out of here. Get your cognitive dissonance the fuck out of here. Give a fuck about you. Anyways, all right, one more dab. If you have any other questions, please ask away. And I gotta run and check on what my dog was tripping on, even though I'm sure whatever it is long gone. Let's see. Some of these names, man. What up, Pete? How you doing, bud? This smells like soap. Not in a bad way. Let me try it. You can leave the chamber in ISO overnight, Levi. That's so funny. People hit me with that when I went like anti-police and pro Black Lives Matter and pro human rights. They were like, man, fuck you, never gonna buy your products. It's like, all right, great. I don't want your fucking money. Like that market, the market of people that make their buying decisions based on who they hate is like a sliver. They just scream the loudest. They're very visible, but they're not very effective. All right. Let's see, what else I got here? Great question. The largest Puffco top I have probably ever seen has, I would say, almost definitely been from Hitman Glass. Hitman Dougie's Hitman Glass. Massive. Like, the peak looked like it was this piece of it, and it was just fucking tall and huge, and shout out to him. That one wasn't bad. I haven't used the custom Oculus, but if Lynn Puffco is in here, I know she has one with an opal in it. Ask her. I've seen them out there. I'm guessing they work well enough. Haven't seen people complaining, just like flexing them. Whew. All right. One last question. See if I can find a good one. Your local giant. I'm gonna do one more question just because you have an issue. Puffco support. If you could find your local giant saying the rubber is ripping, please help my man out. Your local giant. Jump up in the comments. Puffco support has you, but in general, if you ever have one of those issues, go to puffco.com/warranty, submit your claim. We got you. If it's something that is a technical issue with the device not working, please go through the app. That'll give us some information on the device. Make it easier for us. Got you, bud. Let me see if I can get one more good one in here. I'll talk a little bit about this. Is the atomizer connector getting changed? Are we experimenting with new atoms? Not changing the connection. We are playing with how things are working on the inside, how they communicate with the device. I really can't say much more because, like, I am so in love with one of them. I'm like ecstatic about it. Like at this point, I have to pretend I never said we're working on something because I'm very confident it'll find its way into the market. And I'm in love with it. Like I'm obsessed. I can't wait for you guys to understand why, but this is something that won't be out end of the year, best case scenario. So like, there's no need in talking about it. It's just gonna be a bummer for you to hear about how much I am loving something you won't see for a while. So I'm gonna put a nail in that coffin and not talk about Addies again in the future until they're close to coming out. Schoolboy, something reasonable. I'm not sure how much the ball cap will be, but like something reasonable. I don't think that our accessories are, I think they're pretty reasonably priced. Do I think the vape mail ban will affect the limited pro release? Definitely. For some of you in certain areas, you are probably going to have to order it to a friend's address in order to get the order to go through. But 90% of people won't be affected. 10% is a pretty large number. If COVID had a 10% death rate, my ass would fucking never leave the house. Ever. Like 10% is, it will be felt by some of you. It will be, I mean, imagine if 10 people in this room right now are screwed with getting Puffco products delivered and potentially locally to their stores. That's not something to scoff at, but we're trying to close that gap. Once again, Logan, if you want to give us the suggestion, maybe we're working on something or maybe we're not, and great, we can work on that. That being said, please do not hit me with your ideas. Puffco has never collaborated with anybody in an idea. It's not going to happen. We have not enough time to do all of our ideas. So I hope you can get it developed, but I'm wishing you luck. It would be great to see you contribute to the maker community in the Puffco community. And Logan, bring that in for next time. I'll answer that question next time. It's a great one. I gotta go. I gotta check on the doggos. They're going crazy.